Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to do some pork steaks. So let's get started. Okay, so here are our pork steaks. In case you did not know, a pork steak is typically a sliced up pork butt. Sometimes they can be bone in, other times no bone, sometimes a little of both, which most of these have bones. I think I actually have one without. I typically would like them thicker, but I just picked these up pre-sliced from Sam's Club. They look pretty good, so we'll see. I'm going to season these with a couple of different seasonings. One, the It's Incredible from Heaven Made Products, and then the Church Honey Hog, which I really like on pork and chicken for that matter. So we're just going to do a even coating of both of these, not a lot of either one, because we're also going to sauce these up at the end of the cook as well. So we'll just get them seasoned up. Just going to do each side. Oops. My pan isn't quite big enough for all of these, so we'll do the best we can here. Keep one hand clean. And then we'll grab the honey hog. Just do an even coating on all of them. There we go, and now we'll just flip them over. Maybe pat them in just a little bit. Some of these are actually a little bit frozen in the center, but not too bad. And they're gonna sit in the fridge for a little while getting the meat sweats. So by the time we put them on the cooker, they'll be okay. I'm gonna do these on the Weber Smokefire. I think it's just the easiest thing. I really would kind of like to do them on a charcoal grill like my PK grill, but it's a little bit of a ugly weather day here, and it's just easier to use the pellet cooker today. So, and the Weber Smokefire really does cook nicely, so I think they'll be great. All right, so these are ready to go. So we will bring you back when we get the cooker fired up and get these going. All right, so the Smokefire is up to temperature, running about 200. So we're just gonna start putting these, sorry about the camera, I actually left my tripod someplace, so we're doing this all by hand. So we'll get these pork steaks on here. They look really good. Looks like at least one of them needs a little seasoning touch up there, which I'll do. Not a big deal. And we'll get this last one on. So 5 big pork steaks. Really good quality, I think. Nice color. So we're just going to let these take a smoke bath for probably at least a half an hour at the smoke boost, and then at least another half hour at around 225 or so. And then we'll pull them off and we're going to get them wrapped up. And we'll take these probably to 190 or something like that. So we're going to take them all the way up where you would take a pork butt, or just shy of that. I don't really want them to fall apart, but I intend to be able to cut these with a fork. So we'll see. So I will bring you back soon. Okay, it's been just over 30 minutes. I bumped the temperature on the Smokefire up to 225 a minute ago. So we're going to open the lid, take a look at these. All right, looking really good. Let's get one of these flipped over. I'm sure we're going to end up flipping them all, but let's see what they look like on the other side. I love the color of these. Okay, yep, great. This is looking really good. Fat's rendering nicely, color is great. So we're going to get the rest of these flipped over. I am going to bump the temperature up to 250, I think. Kind of in a hurry for dinner, so we're going to crank that up just a little bit and probably come back in about a half an hour and wrap these up, and we'll go from there. So we'll bring you back and see you in a little bit. Okay, so these have been on about an hour and 20 minutes. Looking great. Love the color. I'm going to go ahead and flip them one more time, but we're getting pretty close to wrapping these. So I'm going to let them go just a little bit longer, and then we'll bring you in for the wrapping. I have a feeling these are probably around 150 degrees, something like that. I'm going to temp them off camera, but around 170 or something, I'm probably going to wrap them. Maybe a little less than that, we'll see. And I'll bring you back for that, probably just when we're inside getting them ready. So see you in a few. Okay, so let's get these pork steaks wrapped up and put back on the cooker. So I realized that I was all but out of aluminum foil. So we're going to go to plan B here, and I'm going to use a foil pan and just start putting these in here. Gonna spray them with a little bit of margarine and then do a layer of honey. And then add the next one. And then same thing one more time. If you have something against margarine, you can certainly use real butter here. I'm using margarine because I don't want these to burn, because I'm going to up the temperature just a little bit so we can get these done a little bit quicker, probably around 300 to finish. So I just wanted to use margarine so we could avoid any potential burn situations. All right, gonna spray the last one here. These smell terrific. I'm in love with the color. I think these are going to be really good today. So again, a little more honey. And now we will just cover with my single last piece of aluminum foil. We'll cover the pan and just get a good tight seal around it. We don't want any steam leaking out of this. And then this is going to go straight back to the cooker, right dead center on the lower rack at 300 degrees. So we will probably not show you the cooker again, just because there's nothing to see with these wrapped in foil, and we will see you when they come off around 190 degrees. Okay, so we are back in. These pork steaks probed in the mid 180s, which is good going into our last step. So I don't think I need this glove, but so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these out. Probably get 3 out at a time. Wow, that one is real tender. And so is that one. All right, so wasn't quite prepared here. So we're going to find a basting brush. And I'm going to use sauce I really like, a vinegar sauce from Killer Hogs, How to Barbecue Right. It's really good. I think it'll be great on this pork. So I'm just going to add a little bit to each one. I'm not going to put a big coating. That one got a little away from me. But I'm just going to baste a little on each one. And apparently the dog is seeing something that she feels is a problem, so she's saying hi. And then I'm just going to flip these over and do the other side really quick. then just brush that on a little bit. I'll do the last 2 of these, and then I'm gonna put them back out on the cooker and just let this sauce set a little bit, let it caramelize, and we will bring you back when we're gonna take a look at these real quick. They've been on about 10 minutes. Look at that color. Those look so good. Yeah, we're gonna pull these off. These are good. And we will see you inside and we'll cut into one. Okay, so our pork steaks are done. They have rested about 10 minutes, maybe a little less, but we're hungry. Boys are ready to eat, so let's cut into one of these. The knife just slides through that like butter. A little bit of a smoke ring in there, it looks like. That looks outstanding. Nothing left to do here but taste, which I cannot wait for. So I think I'll do this one on camera. All right, so we're gonna taste. Again, so tender. So freaking good. I would definitely do in a pinch. I'm gonna have another bite. I would put that up against any pork chop I've ever had. If you have never had pork steaks, sometimes they call them blade steaks because of the bone that's in them, often in them. You gotta try them. You know, with very few exceptions, I do not eat leftovers. In fact, I hate leftovers. I might hide one of these to make a sandwich tomorrow. It's that good. Thanks again for joining me today. If you get a chance, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it, and we will see you next time.